Hey guys, and welcome to another GameXplain discussion. I'm your host, Andre Seegers, and we're joined today by fellow GameXplainer Derek Bittner to discuss what little we know of the new Sonic game, Sonic Lost World. And with that, let's get started. So Derek, Sega hasn't really shown that much of the game so far, but I know you're a big Sonic fan, so what do you think of it?
We only got to see that one piece of art, that artwork there, and I'm extremely psyched for that game.
Well, and yeah, just so in case you guys haven't seen it, I mean, I'll put a picture of it in the video, of course, but it's just a picture of, it's an artwork, you know, of a world, basically. Mm-hmm. And the world's in like the form of a grid, kind of, like
it's
tiles.
Kind of a set of hexagons, and you see Sonic and Tails riding on their the tornado towards it in the bottom corner, and it's just a series of it's a half-gone world that's completely hollow, with a bunch of hexagons, and they have different types of worlds. They have like desert, lava, traditional trees, and it's this kind of Sonic that I've been missing for a while. It's the fantastical element of Sonic, where it's just like they're willing to go crazy with their designs, and because I remember back in the day when it was my Genesis and Sonic 3 and coming across the Angel Island with the floating island, that was cool back in the day because you didn't see much like that. At least, you know, when I was a kid, I didn't get to see much like that, and it sort of like took me back to that age, and I hope it's like they're really going back to their roots with this one. Not like in the gameplay sense, because I think they really found the perfect kind of Sonic gameplay with Generations. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a good portion of the reason why I'm so excited for this game, because Sonic Unleashed was a good step forward when you did daytime missions. Then with Sonic Colors, they sort of honed it a little bit, and they got the tone right for Sonic. And then with Sonic Generations, they just nailed the gameplay. And if they keep up this level of quality, Lost World might be something really special. It might be a true comeback for Sonic, because a lot of people like Generations, but it relied heavily on nostalgia, and that's sort of like people aren't willing to give them a free pass for that one.
So do you think it's going to follow the same 2D and 3D mixture of Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations?
I do. That's been working very well for them. They can sort of rein in the cameras a bit more. This might sound weird, but I do hope that they open it up a little bit more and have a little bit, the 3D areas be a little bit more expansive. They had a couple instances of that with Generations, just because it would open up a little bit, but you're still mostly going forward. You just have a bit more room to go back, left and right. I want to open just a little bit more. Let's see if we can nail it and just sort of take baby steps towards that full 3D that they were trying to go for with Adventure and Adventure 2, which were still okay games. They were, I enjoy them, but they have their problems.
Right.
So I think that they'll definitely still have the 2D sections. That's become a staple. It looks good. Sonic works well in 2D. But the 3D, of course, always looks great when you're going forward. And this game's, based on Sonic's track record, this game's going to look amazing on the Wii U.
Yeah, no. I think it'll look great. I mean, even Sonic Colors I thought looked fantastic on the Wii.
Sonic Colors still holds up on the Wii. That is a fantastic looking game.
No, I loved everything about it. I really love that game. I think I gave it 5 stars on our site. I truly enjoyed it.
And I think I gave 5 stars to Generations on the site. So I'm a major Sonic fan. I mean, I sort of abandoned him for a little while during the Dark Age, but I came back with Unleashed in Colors. I'm a renewed Sonic faithful. But no, this is a piece of artwork that's very interesting. I like the concept. I think this could work really well. And I gotta say, this is the first game that makes me think, I think I may need to get a Wii U.
I could tell you were excited right away, because I think you were texting me while it was happening, and you were already analyzing the image, pointing out.
I would. I immediately found the image, downloaded a high def GIF, and picture of it and zoomed in as far as I could to look for any little detail I could find.
Right.
And there's just not enough there to do an analysis. It's a single frame picture.
Right.
All we said here, that's what's in the analysis. The only other interesting thing is there is no sign of Eggman tampering with this place, unless the whole reason it's falling apart is because of Eggman.
Oh, that's right. But yeah, because there is that, and then you're also only seeing half of it too. So
Exactly.
who knows if there's something going on the other side.
Exactly, and it's he's gonna be in it. Let's be serious. You can't have a Sonic game without Eggman in there.
You could. He would just have to be called Dr. Robotnik.
I got over the Robotnik thing a while ago.
Oh man, I mean, it never really bothered me. But if I had to choose, I would go back to Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah, Robotnik does sound better. They sort of fix it. He's still Dr. Robotnik. It's just his nickname's Eggman, and they sort of use it as an insult towards him. But he has a strange affection for it, and so he labels everything, the Eggman Empire and all that.
I see.
It's weird, but it's technically Dr. Eggman Robotnik. Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik.
I did not know that. You learn something new every day.
Yep. So you need to play Sonic Adventure. Not really, but
I have actually, and
yeah. Oh, jeez.
I know. Freaking fishing with Big the Cat Man.
Oh, speaking of that, remind me. They did say in a bit of a press release that of course, Sonic, Tails and Knuckles will be back.
Right.
Which is great. I really hope they're playable.
Oh yeah. Well, they said his core friends are returning and some new ones too, or something. Or
yes,
right.
Some old friends are returning and some new ones. So if I had to guess, that probably means that Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and maybe Amy Rose will be in there.
Hopefully not Amy.
Amy's sort of the comic relief character.
Comically bad character.
I've gotten used to her, but no, I mean, Tails and Knuckles are great. They work great as extensions of Sonic, and if they keep them as extensions of Sonic and having their own unique levels, or the same levels, but they can access different places that Sonic can really open up the replayability for this, it could be really great. Mm-hmm. Some people are obviously worried about new friends. I couldn't,
Well, to be fair, they have good reason to be concerned.
As long as you don't play them, I mean, whatever. I mean, even if you do play them, who cares? Because one of people's favorite characters, and she's one of the most recent ones that they added, was Blaze the Cat.
Right.
And again, she's an extension of Sonic. She's fast with flame powers.
Right.
That's cool. I mean, it's that basic thing. Now, the trouble you get into with that is that you got to try to make Sonic unique, because everybody around him can fly or do something extra special. Mm-hmm. So Sonic sort of loses his uniqueness, and that's why it's been so Sonic focused for a while. And I think they found a way to make him unique because of the whole boost mechanics. So definitely make Sonic all about speed, make Knuckles and Tails more about, speed, but a little bit more exploration as well.
And actually, that gets back to what you were saying earlier. We're hoping it'll be a little bit more open. I think, I mean, this was just me spitballing. It could turn out to be terrible. But I think, and I guess, now that I think about it, I guess it kind of is like what Sonic Adventure did. So maybe it's a terrible idea. But, I mean, just thinking, it would be kind of cool if you had, these somewhat sizable open areas that were linked together by the, more linear, platforming sections, So, you'll basically race, from, through the corridor sections to these more open sections where you can do some more, actual exploration.
Adventure did do a bit of that, and for the time, it worked pretty well. Going back to it, it seems it's very tough. It definitely, that style doesn't hold up well. It holds up okay. Mm-hmm. I'm definitely not calling Sonic Adventure a bad game. It's a product of its time.
Right.
And I think they can definitely do it a lot better with the technology we have to make this a bit more open, give Sonic and Tails and Knuckles the room they need to really run and explore and make this worthwhile. Yeah,
I always thought it would be cool, if you, in a 3D Sonic game, if you saw something, in the distance, you could actually just run to it, if there's a mountain you want to go explore, you actually just haul ass there and, just hop inside or do whatever, do whatever hedgehogs do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe with Lost World we got these clear barriers now. Maybe the whole world is completely open to Sonic. You don't know.
And, speaking of Lost World, what I'm really actually just hoping for is that it's a Jurassic Park crossover.
Oh, please.
If there's no raptors, I'm gonna be seriously disappointed.
Yeah, that would be. I have no problem with Sonic and dinosaurs.
Right? You can't go wrong
cool
with that. Yep.
My 8-year-old self just, is very happy with that idea.
Exactly. Alright, well, I think that wraps it up for our Sonic discussion. So thanks, guys, for watching, and make sure to keep an eye on GameXplain.com for our other discussion videos discussing the other recent games shown off during the Nintendo Direct.